What? Oh no, it's a quake! Hey, I can't get up! Ah, what is going on here? Ah!
Casey, did you hear something?
I'm such a lucky girl in love.
Oh! Hey! Wow!
Welcome back to the Whitey White Guy Show. I'm Whitey, this is Cracker, and Cracker did a horrible thing that all of humanity will suffer from.
This was your idea.
He made me, at gunpoint, watch the film Howard the Duck. I did a prelude to this earlier at gunpoint, and now I'm going to do my response to Howard the Duck.
I didn't hold you at gunpoint for shit.
I was at my own house watching it on my laptop, but the point is, I saw it as a kid, and I remember like not hating it, and then I watched it again, and I'm just like, for fuck's sake, this was an awful fucking movie. Like, what are your thoughts? Because we talked about this, but I don't remember.
All right.
Like, this destroyed me.
I probably watched it on. I watched it on home video, probably a year or so when it came out, and I loved it as a kid. You know,
Right.
but then again, I'm fucking what, 7?
Okay,
roughly,
yeah.
give or take. Between 5 and 7 when I first saw it. Loved it. I mean, it's talking fucking duck.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know,
Hold on.
he's doing kung fu, and he's fighting space
Whack
monsters.
fu.
He's fighting space monsters and retarded Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
Hot Leah Thompson, and a possible sex scene. I mean, it's so bad it's good, but as a kid, I loved it. And I think the reason why I still love it, after all these years, is A, it brings back nostalgia for me. B, I've probably seen it so many times. I just think it's so bad it's good. It's fun. I can look at this movie and laugh, have a good time. I don't need to be drunk.
You're talking about now.
Yes!
The fuck is your deal, dude?
I guarantee you, I probably watched this movie maybe 4 months ago and still loved it.
I did. That's what I don't get. So we're all familiar. Howard the Duck. Like 2 minutes in, he's a duck. He lives in Duck World, where everything is the same, but it's parallel, so it's all duck.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't get. Okay, we don't like. There's, there'll be like everything is something duck.
Everything's a pun.
So they'll be like, everything's a pun. Humans don't walk around and go like, oh, this isn't Mountain Dew, this is human dew. So already I hate it. But in 2 minutes he just gets yanked through the universe, lands on Earth.
What do you think of the duck boobs?
This is my point. Thank you. This is my point. So later on, like, Tim Robbins shows up, and there's this thing where everybody is treating him like, okay, this is a walking, talking, 3-foot-tall fucking duck. And everybody's like, oh, shit, and do the thing.
Yeah,
Like a duck.
Tim Robbins did
Yes.
this. He
Okay.
tried to communicate with Howard.
Like that, okay? Nobody would act this way. Like, he shows up like, that's a duck. He walks and talks. Kill it. Why? Nobody would do this. So, who is this for? Because there's like the duck boobs. There's a lot of violence. Leah Thompson's like doing strip teases and like a lot of sexual innuendo.
Oh yeah.
But it's not for adults because it's way too stupid. Like, it's way too childish. And then, like, he's got a job. He goes to get a job. And the job on Earth to try to make some revenue. And the job they give him is, like, at a sex shop or something.
I didn't want to spoil that part for you.
Prostitutes. So it's like, there's people making out in the hot tubs. It's alluded to what they're doing. But it's like, okay, so this isn't for 5-year-olds. 5-year-olds would love the humor and the talking fucking duck, but it's way too adult. So who the fuck is this for?
Me.
You. Yes. Like, what the fuck? And it's another thing. We just went through this with
He-Man, Master of the Universe.
He-Man. It's Dr. Evil syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a point where like
Jeffrey Pedophile Jones.
Jeffrey Jones, the alien gets zapped into him. He's gradually turning. He's like, it's inside me. And then he becomes an alien, and it's like 5 minutes of exposition. He's like, I am the Dark Lord from the universe. I'm like, why is he telling him this? He's like, all I need is the key, and the key will get. It's like, why would you tell them the thing? Here's my weakness. Exploit that point. And it's like, why?
Now, come on.
Come on. So what?
Come on. You say you're a big Jeffrey Jones fan. All things
fan.
considered.
Before you told me he was a convicted pedophile. Yes. Now
okay.
I'm not sure.
Now, the thing is, you gotta admit, after he gets at least possessed by the Dark Overlord,
yes,
he's having fun, and at least that part's enjoyable.
So,
like in the diner scene?
I wouldn't say enjoyable, but once, like before Jeffrey Jones, once he shows up, it's like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank Jeff, you're here. Save this movie. And then Tim Robbins, who's acting like a complete dumbass, like once Howard the Duck comes back and he's in the cop car to rescue him, like his personality changes completely, and like he tries to help Howard, and Howard tries to help him, and that's when you got a lot of Jeffrey Jones and a lot of Tim Robbins. Being the Tim Robbins we know and love, it gets survivable. Prior to that, like I had the knife right here. I'm like, I'm out. I know I'm not gonna live with this, but
I knew it.
So I survived because of those two people.
I knew it was going to be bad when
and then he's into small kids, and I'm like, fuck.
I knew it was bad when I wake up in the morning, I get a Facebook message on my phone, and from Whitey, and it says, Howard the fuck.
Yes.
Gonna fucking kill you.
Yes.
Something about Dances with Wolves.
So the theme song, you didn't hear this? It was like the core theme. Clearly is what became the score for Dances with Wolves.
Okay, so you praised it for the score, even though it like took away from Dances with Wolves.
But now it's like, now I can't watch Dances with Wolves ever again.
then you said something about how this movie has made your dick not work anymore.
Yeah, I've had ED ever since.
And then you said like, fuck it killed my brain.
Because Lena Thompson is like in her underpants.
And she looked good.
She looked good. And I'm like, come on, you fucking wake up.
That was, and the funny thing is, the part where she's in her underwear looking hot was after he went crazy and started playing the keyboard.
Oh. And of course he's a musician, and it's just like, oh, this is so. But like again, everybody just starts attacking him, and then at the end they're at the diner, and they're like, kill the duck. I'm like, why are you killing the duck? Like what did this duck do to you? Like the motivations of everybody was all fucked up, and I don't get it.